Thank you. 1 year ago today, on March 16th of 2021, the Atlanta community was rocked by the horrific mass shooting on 3 different spas, which took the lives of 8 innocent victims. Now, this was a targeted attack on the Asian American community. And all 3 of the spas, they were owned by Asian Americans. And 6 of those 8 victims were Asian women. These types of hate crimes, they've existed for decades, but they've continued to rise over the past several years. The Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act would actually help us to stop these horrendous hate crimes from happening. And it would also help to stop our communities from continuing to reel with the pain and the loss that so many have felt and they continue to feel. DPTA would finally create dedicated domestic terrorism units within our federal executive departments, who would be tasked with monitoring, investigating, and prosecuting cases of domestic terrorism. Additionally, based on joint biannual reporting to Congress, these offices would focus their resources on the most significant threats. And importantly, in preparing these reports, the newly created offices would review hate crime incidents to determine if those incidents constitute domestic terrorism. 1 month ago, our Crime, Terrorism, and Homeland Security Subcommittee held a hearing on the rise in violence against minority institutions, calling attention to the increased domestic terrorism threats made against historically Black colleges and universities. In my home state of Georgia, 3 institutions have received bomb threats over the past few months. These include Spelman College, Fort Valley State University, and Albany State University. So hate crimes like this undermine the safety and the security of our institutions. So the Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2021 really makes it much easier for our federal agencies to get the information that they need to keep our schools, our communities, and our nation safer. Domestic terrorism is not just a threat to Atlanta or to HBCUs. It is a threat to all Americans and a threat to our democracy. That's why I strongly urge my colleagues today and every day to vote in the affirmative, but particularly today on this bipartisan bill. It's sorely needed and is sorely past time.